Next topic is orthogonal and unitary matrix. So this is nothing but if two matrix are orthogonal, then in terms of real matrix we will call it as orthogonal, and in terms of complex matrix we will call this as unitary matrix. Now what is the definition of this? So definition: a real square matrix H is called orthogonal matrix if H transpose H is equal to identity matrix, or H transpose is equal to identity matrix. That means H and H transpose are commutative, and on multiplying these two we will get always identity matrix. In other word, we can say that H transpose is equal to H inverse. Now for complex square matrix, a complex square matrix U is called a unitary matrix if U star U is equal to U star, which is equal to identity matrix, or in other word we can say that U star is nothing but conjugate of U than its transpose, and this is also equal to U transpose conjugate. Now we will do one example for both orthogonal and unitary matrix. So first one, we have cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta is orthogonal matrix. So we will prove this as orthogonal matrix. So this is suppose solution. So this is H is cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. Now H transpose is cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. On taking product of H and H transpose, cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta minus sin theta cos theta, this is equal to cos square theta plus sin square theta cos theta minus sin theta, so minus cos theta sin theta plus sin theta cos theta. Again here minus sin theta cos theta plus cos theta sin theta, and here this is sin square theta plus cos square theta. So these two get cancelled and these two get cancelled. So finally we are getting H transpose is equal to identity matrix 1 0 0 1. If we will take H transpose H, then also we will get identity matrix. So here we can verify H transpose H is equal to identity matrix. Therefore H is orthogonal matrix. Now next example is for unitary matrix. We have to prove that 1 upon root 2 I by root 2 I upon root 2 1 by root 2 is unitary. So we have to prove this. For this we want to find U star. So suppose this is U. and u star is nothing but u bars transpose. So first of all we will find bar of this. So 1 by root 2 is real number, so this is remain same. This is minus I upon root 2 because this is common imaginary number, minus I by root 2 and 1 upon root 2 its transpose. So this become 1 by root 2 minus I by root 2 minus I by root 2 1 by root 2, or I can take 1 upon root 2 outside, so this become 1 minus I 1. Now we have to take product of u and u star. So u star u is equal to, so u star we have 1 by root 2 1 minus I 1 and u as 1 upon root 2 again outside, this become 1 I and 1. On multiplying this we are getting this as 1 upon 2. This is 1 into 1 minus I minus I square. Now again minus I and I, so minus I so 1 into I and minus I into 1 minus I into 1 minus I 1 into I plus I, so minus I square plus 1. So this become 1 by 2 1. I square is minus 1, so minus plus 1. This is 0, this is 0, and this is also plus 1 and plus 1. So this is we are getting as 1 by 2 2002. Therefore this is, if we take 2 outside, then 2 by 2 get cancelled. This is 1001. So we are getting u star u is equal to identity matrix, or if we will take u star, then also we will get identity matrix. So we can say that u is unitary matrix. Now we have a theorem based on this. Now theorem: a real or either it is complex square matrix is orthogonal. In case of real it is orthogonal, and in case of complex it is unitary if and only if rows of matrix form an orthonormal set. That is, if elements are same, then it will be 1, otherwise it will be 0. Set of vectors. Or in case of column, so or if and only if the columns of the matrix form an orthonormal set of vectors. So we have to prove in this theorem, if we have any real or complex square matrix and it is orthogonal. So if it is orthogonal, then row of the matrix form orthonormal set. If row of the matrix form orthonormal set, then the matrix is orthogonal. Or either we can prove this by row or by column. So proof: we shall prove the theorem for the complex case, and by removing all the complex conjugation in the proof, we will get the proof for real case. So for this theorem we will prove for the complex case, and after removing all the complex conjugate terms we will get the proof for real case. Now let u1, u2 up to un be the column vectors of a complex square matrix V. Or we can take this as U also. So let it be the column vector of the complex square matrix U. Then U can be written as U1, U2 up to UM. This is UN, not M. And if we want to take U star, then U star is nothing but we can write U1 bar transpose, U2 bar transpose up to UN bar transpose. Or we can see we are writing U1, U2, UN are column vector. This means I am writing here U1, but this U1 also has n elements. So from this I can write, this is suppose U11, this is U12 up to U1n, this is U21, U22 up to U2n, and this is UN1, UN2 up to UNN. Similarly, this is U star. So now this become, now here we are taking its bar, so this means we are interchanging, after taking bar we are interchanging row and column. So this become U11 bar, U12 bar up to U1n bar. This is U21 bar, U22 bar or U2n bar. Here UN1 bar, UN2 bar up to UNN bar. So this is U and this is U star. So instead of writing this, we are directly writing U1, U2, UN as column vector and U star, U1, U2 transpose as a row vectors. Now I have to calculate U star U. So there is two ways. Either I can calculate this directly, U1 transpose, U2 transpose up to UN bar transpose, and this is U1, U2 up to UN. So if I take this product, or so first of all I will do it by this. So this become U1 bar transpose U1, U1 bar transpose U2 and so on up to U1 bar transpose UN. Similarly, U2 bar transpose U1, U2 bar transpose U2, U2 bar transpose UN up to UN bar transpose U1, UN bar transpose U2, so on up to UN bar transpose UN. So this is n cross n matrix. Or if we multiply U star U as we have U11, U11 bar, U12 bar up to U1n bar, U21 bar, U22 bar, U2n bar, UN1 bar, UN2 bar up to UNN bar into U11, U21 up to UN1, U12, U21 up to UN2, U1n, U2n, UNN. If we take this as, then in every term we will get U11 bar, U11 plus U12 bar, U12 plus so on. For next term U12 bar, u1 1, and so on. In this way we will form n cross n matrix. So in this case, see, we will get this as identity matrix, because we have to prove this is, here we have to prove that this matrix is unitary matrix. So for that we have to prove that u star u is what? Identity matrix. So from here we will write this is the identity matrix I if and only if. So if I want to say that this is identity matrix, then what happened? We have u1 1 and u1 as the same term, so it product, so this will be 1. So here u1i bar transpose uj is equal to 0 if I is not equal to j, and ui bar transpose ui is equal to 1 for all I is equal to j. This is I and this is I. So let's just do one more calculation. u12 u11 u12, here this is 2 1, this is 1 2, this is u11 u21, then u12 bar u21 plus 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 u1n bar u2n, and so on up to last term. Similarly here u21 bar u11 plus u22 bar u12 plus 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 so on, and here we have u21 bar u22 u22 this is 2 2, so u22 bar u22 plus u2n bar u2n, and so on. If I will write last term, so this become un1 bar un1 plus un2 bar un2 plus 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 unn bar unn. So here u11 u21 these are not equal, so entire this term becomes 0, because if we want to prove this as identity matrix, then this will be 0. But when it will be 0? If we are saying that every rows are orthogonal. So if this happen, then these diagonal element will be 1, otherwise all element will be 0. So this implies the set of columns vectors u1 u2 up to un is orthonormal. So we can write, if we have a unitary matrix, then we can say that rows of the matrix are orthogonal, and if rows of the matrix are orthogonal, then we can say that u star u is unitary matrix, or u is unitary matrix, because it holds the definition of unitary matrix, u star u is equal to I. Now if we will remove all the complex imaginary part terms, then this theorem is also true for real vectors. Now to prove that this requirement is equivalent to saying that the rows are orthonormal, we have to note only that u star u is equal to I, this implies u star u is equal to I, and vice versa. This latter is true if and only if the columns of U star are orthogonal. Actually this is not orthogonal, this is orthonormal. In case of orthogonal this can't be true, but in case of orthonormal this is true. Now we have two more definition. So first one is that two square matrix, suppose we have two square matrix A and B are of same order, are said to be orthogonally similar. So we have two vector and they have same order, then they are said to be orthogonally similar if E can be written as HBH inverse for some orthogonal matrix H. So we have two matrices, they are said to be orthogonally similar if A can be written as HBH inverse. Second, two square matrix A and B are of the same order, are said to be unitary similar if A can be written as U transpose for some unitary matrix U. So we can say A is orthogonally similar to B if A can be written as this, where H is orthogonal matrix, and A and B are said to be unitary matrix if A can be written as U transpose, where U is any unitary matrix. So here we have completed our unit 2.